On this episode, Kings Mountain.
Just beautiful this morning.
This is the Bay Area, encompassing the cities of San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose, to name a few. Unknown to many, there is a surprisingly good amount of climbing here. It's a cyclist playground, with hills and mountains stretching in and around the dense urban metropolis. According to the PJAM cycling website, there are 151 documented climbs in the entire Bay Area. And in this series, we'll aim to tackle all of them, one by one. And at the end of the day, take you through what it's like and rank them based on difficulty and how beautiful.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Every Climb series. We find ourselves this morning at the base of King Mountain, on King Mountain Road. It's a ripper of a climb ahead of us, our first time doing it. Let's get into it.
Okay, here's Kings Mountain. It's just over 4 miles, about 1,600 feet of elevation gain, and for the most part, it's a very consistent climb. We're at 7.5% average grade. That first section out of Woodside is pretty mellow, but then as we reach those switchbacks, it gets that steeper average percentage. We ride all the way to Skyline Boulevard on the ridgetop.
We started our climb today in the small town of Woodside, nestled up in the foothills here. Here we go, let's get into it. And what a glorious morning we've chosen to come do this climb. The sun is beaming through the clouds and we're just going up amongst all the trees, the woods, the forest. Pretty to start with. I'll tell you what you get straight off the bat here is the smell of horses, both the good side of it and the bad side of it. Alright, from what I can tell from the elevation profile, it seems pretty steady all the way up. So I'm looking forward to here just spinning the legs at a constant methodical pace and just working my way up the mountain. I like these types of climbs. And we're exploring today. Like a lot of the climbs on this list, I've never done it before. So these are fresh roads, finding what's up here, discovering it as we go. That's the best part about this journey, about this adventure, is just seeing what's out there. Now, tip of the cap to whoever runs, maintains this road. It is really well signed for cyclists. And the best part of it is it has these turnouts spattered all the way up that allow you to pull out and let a car pass. It's great, especially against hidden corners. That's a fantastic invention. All right, steady as we go. It's about a mile in, 4 to go. Working our way up, plodding along nicely. It's very meditative, this ride. Gosh, the way with which the sun is coming through these trees, and there's a little bit of what looks like mist. Oh, just beautiful this morning. I feel like I'm in another world. Actually, I wonder if that mist is some low-lying clouds that we're about to climb up into. There's a view here, gets a view back down to Woodside. Back out towards the South Bay, Palo Alto, San Jose. Glorious. Keep on going up. Alrighty, we've reached the halfway point in terms of elevation gained. We've climbed 940 to go. Oh, we're pushing hard, but it's just been non-stop at a 3 to 4% average, which is quite nice. It keeps things at a nice pace, but it is everlasting. Up and up we go. All right, at about 2.5 miles to go, the road widens and you got a nice lovely shoulder to continue the climb on. Alrighty, starting to feel it now, but still pushing on. We've got 700 feet of elevation to go. Nice and quiet, very little car traffic. Seen a few other bikers now coming down the other way. Just a lovely little morning ride. Going up Kings Mountain for the first time. What fun. Yeah, I think we just went past the top of Hubbard Park and we onwards go. Alrighty, checking in, 2 miles to go, plodding along. It's hard to complain when the views ahead look like this for the past 2 miles. And with about 1.5 miles to go, the road narrows here momentarily, so just be a little bit cautious if there is traffic coming down the other way. Outside of that, it's been a really safe ride. Alright, coming up to an intersection here. We'll check out and see which direction to go from there. Alright, I kind of messed up big time there. The top of the climb is actually that intersection. My Garmin said there was another 1.5 miles, but it goes on to Skyline Boulevard, which at this time in the morning, from what I've heard, is very busy with races, and I even heard some of the cars really loudly as it's coming to the top of this climb. And what a wonderful climb that is. That is solid, consistent, and a great training ride if you live along the peninsula. I'm really jealous of all of you folks who do have access to this right on your immediate doorstep. I'm going to come back for sure. I really love that one. Up amongst the woods, nice and consistent for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You could even go faster. I saw some people passing me. They were bullying it up. I was really impressed. And as I'm coming down the little mountain just to this perch spot here, I'm watching loads of cyclists go up and down. So it seems like it's a really popular ride as well. I really like it. This one's going to go very high up on the list. Alright, I'm glad you joined me for today. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go on down the road. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Okay, 13 down out of 151. We are really getting into it now. So now that I'm back home and I've had some time to think about it, I'm putting Kings Mountain at number 3 in the difficulty rankings, a 6.9 out of 10. That, in terms of all the climbs we've done so far, is really up there in terms of difficulty. The consistent grade and the climb makes it there is no breaks for legs. So you are climbing for a solid 30, 40 minutes, depending on how fast you go and how strong you are. So it's a really tough climb compared to some of those other ones where there are flat spots and where you can really take a break. And then in terms of beauty, it's about middle of the pack, 7.6 out of 10. Not gonna lie, it's really beautiful all the way up, but you don't have a viewpoint when you get to the top. It's just an intersection there, and there's a pull-off area, so you can take a break off to the side of a busy road. But there's no views out towards the bay to reward you for all that climbing for all that time, which I'm a real sucker for views. I'd love to have that sort of reward when you get to the top, but I'm not going to penalize it super much because it's really still a beautiful ride through some of the forest, especially the last third when the redwoods start popping up, and that creates like a nice portion of shade over the road, and you sort of meander up through the valley towards Skyline Boulevard. That in particular is really beautiful, so I give it really props for that one. And then also just in terms of a ride that's available to so many people right from their doorstep along the peninsula there, really impressed. I really want to come down and do that again. I also want to come down and do it sort of up and back a couple of times to really work through the legs and get my climbing legs beneath me. Nonetheless, that was Kings Mountain. I know that was really highly requested. A lot of people really like that mountain down the peninsula. I'm glad I've finally done it. I've checked it off the list. I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.